Good morning. Welcome to day 80 of the 5 a.m. Squat Club. You might be wondering right now, who the hell is this guy? And why is he doing burpees at 4:45 a.m.? And to be honest, my brain works better and my thoughts flow better once I've got the heart rate pumping and the blood flowing a little bit. Now, you've heard it 1,000 times that every successful person has a morning routine. Because if you don't carve out time to make progress towards your goals, your day will eat it. That's what we're doing here. My life is busy. So I've created this morning routine to make sure that I make progress. We fire up our bodies. We fire up our minds. If I don't choose my thoughts for the day will choose my thoughts for me. And then we get clear and take action towards our goals every day. This is a follow along morning routine. It's done for you every day. All you need to do, if you want to make change, show up and press play. Let's go. So if you haven't been here before, welcome. I'm Adam, and I've been coaching health and fitness for 25 years, the last 15 or so in functional intensity. I feel pretty good about it. That being said, a few years ago, I stopped making progress towards my goals. Mental health took a dive, but it's time. I've got a little growing family, a farm. I got to make progress. I have to get towards my goals. So this morning routine is carving out time before they wake up, and it's incredible how much progress we're making. Day 80 so far, it's working. So format today will be as usual. We've got 5 parts. First though, before those 5 parts, you got to go to bed early. You got to wake up early, never press that snooze button, drink some water, and then come on down, press play. From there, what we're going to do is we're going to prime our minds. We're going to sit down in our paleo squat, our natural way of resting. Then we're going to prime our, what are you doing? Not supposed to happen. Then we will warm up our body. We'll get some intensity, which today is going to be dumbbell snatch, hang dumbbell snatch and burpees. And then we will focus ourselves to make progress towards our goals. Let's not get distracted here. So first thing, you might find this uncomfortable to sit in this position. You may feel like you're going to fall backwards and knees are coming in, heels are coming up. Grab yourself a counterbalance and it'll keep you from falling over. So this here may be a cheesy portion for you. You may be here for exercise, but think about this. If I don't choose my thoughts for the day will choose my thoughts for me, and I will default to my default patterns of thinking. So we reset our thoughts in the morning. I start this first thing in the morning when I wake up. I say to myself, I am responsible. And what that means is if I'm going to achieve a goal, nobody's coming to do it for me. Nobody's coming to motivate me. I need to do it for myself. There are resources that I can use, but I'm responsible for my life. I will not play the victim. I will not blame. I will take steps to get there because it's on me. Today, I choose to be patient is the next one. I don't need to explain this one. We could all use a little more patience. There are stimuli that come at us that we respond to too quickly. So creating time between stimulus and response is the goal here. I choose to be patient. I have all I need to succeed today. And this is just a question of resources. And it's the same idea. If you see your world as scarce and not having enough resources, can you just chill out, dog? And not having enough resources, then life is hard. But if you can notice that you have all you need to take that first step today, progress is real. The next is I will focus on progress over perfection. And that's what this is, right? I want to take a step every day. I want to get 1% better every day. I'm not looking for 100. I'm not looking for the end goal. I just want to take a step because that's the only way to get anywhere. The last one is I choose gratitude. I have a tendency to look at faults. Maybe that's what makes me a good technical coach. I can see what's wrong with the movement. I can see what's wrong with the technique, but I can also see what's wrong with the world. So for me to not hate my life, I choose gratitude. There's so many things to be grateful for, and I need to see them. And the more I remind myself of that, the better it is. I am responsible. Today I choose to be patient. I have all I need to succeed today. I will focus on progress, not perfection. I choose gratitude. Okay. The point here, obviously, is to reset the thoughts for the day. So next part, we're going to get warmed up here. There is a warm-up coming up on the board. This is our general warm-up that we do every day, but it doesn't need to specifically be that. You could hop on a machine, go for a jog, do some extra burpees, whatever you want, get the blood flowing, get the joints lubricated. So as you can see, warm-up is there. I'm going to do some hip flexor warm-up in the form of knee raises like that. I'm going to get some good mornings to warm up the posterior chain. I'm going to get some lunges just to get some blood flowing the legs. Feeling a little stiff. Then some burpees. Maybe walk myself down, walk myself up. If you haven't done a burpee before, it's literally just get yourself to the floor, get yourself up in whatever manner works. And then just some air squats. So you'll see there's some numbers up on the board there. I don't necessarily follow that because I'm going to talk to you as I do this. So follow along. Let's get ready here. So what I want to talk about is just the program itself, right? I'm trying to convince you here that this is the morning routine you should follow. And I don't need to convince you that you need to get up early. That's pretty clear if you want to carve out time. I don't think I need to convince you that you should probably drink water instead of coffee first thing. I don't think I need to convince you that you should probably not press snooze and maybe make your bed. And the point of that is that when you start with a win, it's easier to continue winning throughout the day. But what I'm going to convince you of, hopefully, is that this exercise that we're going to do for 10 minutes here today, which is different every day, is the most efficient, effective way. So, I mean, if you are somebody who has or who likes to carve out 2-3 hours a day to drive to the gym, do your big workout and come home, this is not for you. This is a program for somebody who is tight on time, who's busy, who's got a lot going on in their lives, but still wants to make progress. I've had some people ask me, hey, can't I just do this at 9 a.m.? Yeah, you could. As long as you've got, 2 hours or so to allocate towards priming the mind, priming the body, firing it up, clearing your mind, and then doing your most important work. But at the same time, so yes, it's effective if you do the whole routine later in the day, but what you miss is priming yourself first thing, right? If you can direct your thoughts first thing when you wake up, you can start directing them for the rest of the day. So ideally what happens is you wake up early and you do this first thing because not only are you primed, but you hear it all the time that your brain is more clear and able to process, complexity and make progress first thing, as opposed to once it's made all those decisions during the day and it's used up its capacity. So the morning is effective because you're clear. It's quiet. There's no distractions. So you can carve out that time. But then now, the workout itself. So as I mentioned, I've been coaching health and fitness for 25 years. Since 2012, I've owned and run a CrossFit gym. And you don't need to like the word CrossFit or really even know anything about it. What you need to know is that we're going to use the principles here of functional movements with intensity and constant variance. And that just means that you're changing it up. You're changing it up so your body has to adapt. The stimuli is different every day, so the body never gets complacent. And that's what we do here. We do 10 minutes. We're going to alternate minutes, 2 movements. Some days we do a special day and we'll do 1 movement as a test or something. And we're going to work for 30 seconds and rest for 30 seconds of each minute. That's going to allow you to push the pace, but still recover a little bit. Because what we're aiming for is twofold. One is intensity, which I literally talked about, I don't think it's 2 days ago. You can go back and watch that one. And the point is more work in less time because that's what's going to get you better results. And the second one is this functional movements idea, that these are movements that you need to do in real life. You don't need to do this, right? If you want to be healthy, fit, and have good capacity, like, I don't need to be a bodybuilder. And then really there's no value in being a bodybuilder anyways, because it's segmented and it's isolated training. So, all right, general warm-up complete. We're gonna start talking about today's workout. That's going to be hang dumbbell snatch, burpee. Which one's gonna be first? Maybe let's go burpee first. So let's chat about this. The burpee, I'm talking about functional movement here. Can you get off the floor? So all it is get yourself down. It can be a walk. It can be a hop like I was doing in the warm-up there. But just get down, get up. I don't care what muscles you're using. This is the whole idea of functional movements. Move through the things that you need to move through in real life. Okay, movement number 2. By the way, if the burpee is not accessible, like if that's too hard, elevate your floor. Lay down on the bench, lay down on the bed, lay down on the couch, get back up. Movement number 2 is going to be a hang dumbbell snatch. You can do this with a kettlebell. You can do this with like a heavy water bottle, whatever you want, right? Get some weight or don't. Use your arm. So the hang just means I'm not going to take this thing to the floor. So I'm going to just hang it here, and then I'm going to drive with the legs, pull with the arm, finish overhead. Ideally, straight in line with the body, locked out elbow. So I'm going to let it come down, drive with the hips, pull with the arms, finish overhead. And I'm going to do a set on one side and then a set on the other, as opposed to alternating each rep. So take a minute. Make sure you have some water. Make sure your space is clear and you can move around. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you've liked it, and maybe put a comment below on what program you were doing before, if you were, maybe why you should be doing this, or even just a question about why you should trust me. Okay, I think I've got both here. I'm going to do this for the snatch. Okay, warmed up, all set, dumbbell snatch or hang dumbbell snatch burpee. I'm probably going to aim for, I don't know, upwards of 10 per side on the hang snatch. Maybe start with like 6 or so. And on the burpee, I don't know, maybe 10. But remember, your numbers are up to you. 30 seconds of work max. And if you find the heart rate is jacked up too high after the first few minutes, bring it down to 20 seconds. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something, but let's go. Yeah. Hang dumbbell snatch, burpee, 10-minute EMOM, alternating. Burpee first. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Sorry if the mic hits the floor. Okay, 10 is a little bit long. Aim for that. Today's going to be a cardio kind of morning, I think. 10. Yeah, I'm breathing already. 5, 3, 2, 1. Seven and 7 there. That's gonna be cardio. One round down. 4 to go. 10 seconds. Remember, keep a pace that brings the heart rate up, but that you can keep, you don't crash and burn. 2, 1. Okay. 5, 3. Whoops. Four down. 60 on. 10. 5. 8 more. Halfway. Down. 5. 8%. 10 with a lie. 2 more of each. 5, 3, 2, 1. 3, 1. Thank you. Okay. One more out of each. Just chill, dog. Coming out in a minute. 10. Last set of burpees. 5. Knee. One more set of dumbbell snatches. 10. 5. 'Great job. Take a minute. Catch your breath. Let the dog out. Oh man. That was for real. Great job. You're incredible if you did that. Remember, every workout, it's just about doing it. If it wasn't the perfect workout, that's okay. It's done, you did it. That's perfect. Okay, let's get into a stretch. Let's just do this. Let's do a seated hamstring. So we're just gonna go, please me, sitting on your butt, legs straight out in the front. Try to get your mushy parts underneath you. I'm just gonna grab, stop it. I'm just gonna grab my feet and get licked. So you got a taste of the intensity, you got a taste of the workout. Hopefully you got up early. Remember, this is everything you need. Stop it. Right? If you set your morning up right, if you win your morning by turning on the body and then making progress, which we're going to talk about in a minute here, that adds up, right? You're going to make more and more steps. If you take that one step every day, you're going to make huge progress towards your goals. But if you don't carve it out, if it doesn't become a routine, you have to think about it. You have to have a buddy, you have to have a plan. This is it right here. And I know I talk about every day a lot. And there'll be a lot of people that say, hey, you should only train whatever, 4 days a week, 5 days a week, you need rest days. This isn't specifically an exercise program. It's a routine, it's a habit that you build so that you become the person that you want. The difference there is we're not going into the gym and hammering one muscle group for 2 hours and then making sure that we rest the next day for that muscle group. We're just using our bodies every day, like I do out on the farm. There's no rest days. I have to do things every day. Life outside of the hive, right? Back in the day when we used to have to live to survive, you had no choice but to work every day. There were no rest days. The animals need to be fed, they need to be moved, they need to be watered. The plants need to be tended to, whatever. There are no rest days. So to think that I shouldn't exercise and move my body every day is just asinine. Sorry for those of you that think otherwise. But I'm not training for, oh crap. Hopefully that didn't go off too long ago. Right, I'm training for life. Like, yeah, probably gonna turn out looking pretty good because that's what people who are bodybuilding and training for as opposed to capacity. But I'm getting rambly, right? Functional movements with intensity, efficient, effective, and you're done, right? I don't want to spend 2 hours in the gym. But forget about that, right? Training is done. We've talked about that. Now, this is maybe the major part that is different from this program than others is we're going to talk about your work now. We're going to talk about your goals. We're going to talk about making progress towards them. So if you've been watching this already, you probably already have something you're working towards. You know, if it's a fitness or health goal, maybe you're doing some meal planning or meal prep or, you know, just scheduling your week to make sure that you get the healthy practices you need done. It could be your project. Your most important work could be writing down and oh my goodness, that messed me up. Sitting down and writing a book. It could be studying a course. It could be anything, right? It could be meditating. You look at where do I want to be in the future? What does my perfect day look like? What is the most important goal that is there? And then you just work your way back and you break it into small actionable steps. And then that's what you do right now. We allocate 1 hour minimum every day to sit down and do your most important work. Because as I keep harping on, that 1 hour will get you here. And then tomorrow's 1 hour will get you here. And the next day's 1 hour will get you here. And you're gonna look back in 3, 6, 12 months, 2 years, and not recognize your life. Because you will have changed, and because of the most important work you've been doing, your life has changed. So this is it. Like, I'm gonna just keep going on it. This is everything you need to start your morning with success. Not just making it up. It's coming from all the gurus and from my 25 years of coaching. Let's do it. I'm here with you. Also, we're here live every Wednesday and Friday, 4:45 a.m. Like, I'll be your accountability buddy. Let's build community. This is it. Let's go. 5 a.m. Squat Club. Like, subscribe, share, comment, Instagram, TikTok, 5amsquatclub.com. Join the email list. I think I hit it all. Live every Wednesday, Friday. We're here every day. Let's go. Change your life. Let's go check out the world outside. They say get sunlight on your eyes first thing in the morning. I'll get it when it comes up. From there. Have yourselves a fantastic day, team.